Hello everybody, I would like to show you this new little product that I've created for my Fiesta ST. I'm running the Turbotechnics S280 turbo setup on this car with large injectors, and one of the things that have been bothering me for quite some time is this water return hose. So this is the hose that comes from the turbo and gets routed back to the coolant tank, and obviously you can see this hose is dangling here completely freely, which is putting quite a lot of strain on the plastic bracket that goes into the coolant bottle or coolant tank. And so this is the purpose of this simple bracket. When I was designing this, I had to take several things into consideration. Number one, this bracket itself has to only support these two hoses. This is the AC hose, and what you don't want in any case is for any kind of brackets to pinch or basically to press on any of these hoses. This definitely would restrict the flow. So this bracket right now is sized so that it really touches these both hoses but keeps them in place, and I will show you later. You can also freely rotate them, so if your water hose is positioned a little bit differently, for example, if you want to have it put under the AC hose or to the side, in my case I have also cut out some part of the engine cover. This is something that the bracket will allow you to do. So this is the consideration number one, the pressing force on these hoses. Consideration number two, heat resistance. This is a part that goes into the engine bay. The AC hose is not a problem, but the water return gets really significantly hot. It gets actually superheated by the flow of the water that is cooling the turbo. So it is also one of the issues that affects all of these cars. If you're running bigger turbos, you're putting very hot water back into the coolant tank. So temperature resistance is number two. Originally, when I was running the previous version of this bracket during the summer and also during the races that I'm doing, I have utilized a different material. At first, I used the ASA, which is some sort of an evolution of the ABS. It does have a heat resistance of up to 90 degrees Celsius, which did result in some bending, of course, and you can see it here, hopefully. It did result in bending in the water return hose part. It did hold up well, but yeah, this is not something that I want to keep in the car. It doesn't make any sense. So I had to make a choice of another material, and this is the final version. This is 3D printed out of polycarbonate. It does have a heat resistance of up to 150 degrees Celsius, so which is well above what you will see on the surface of this water hose, even on prolonged periods. The other thing to put into consideration for designing this, quite a simple bracket, was the holding force. There is a brass insert put into the plastic to hold it firmly, and you just have one bolt. You use a 2.5 mil Allen key. You undo it. You split the bracket. And what I also wanted to do in this case, because this is an engine bay, I wanted this to look somehow a little bit nicer, is that it is interlocking on itself. You can see that even when I put the bolt completely out of the bracket, you will see that it gets positioned so that when you close it together with the bolt, it is held together. So these are these two little interlocking pieces. I think it's a nice little feature, and that's it. The installation is fairly straightforward. You take the bottom part of the bracket, put it under both of these hoses, take the upper part. Of course, you have to be careful to use the big part on the AC hose, the smaller obviously on the water return line. Take the bolt, put it into the hole, take your Allen key, and just start tightening. I'm not sure if you will see it in this video. So I'm just tightening the Allen bolt until it gets firm. Once it closes the bracket and the two faces touch each other, you will see some sort of resistance, and that's it. There is no reason to tighten it any further. The material is, by the way, very sturdy and also flexible at the same time, so it will not break, but this is it. And once you have the bracket in position, you can also rotate it without too much resistance, and this is the final picture. That's it. The bracket will be available on my eShop, and I hope it will help somebody who is running the same turbo setup. I'm going to resolve some more problems with this turbo setup. The other one is this water return isn't also properly attached to the bulkhead, to the firewall right behind the crossover. So I'm going to design another bracket for that part, but this one is going live today. So if you have any comments or feedback or have any questions, let me know in the comments. I will definitely get back to you. Thank you very much for watching.